welcome to the channel. This reading is for Sagittarius, just for Sagittarius. Hello, Sagittarius. Remember to hit the like button, share the messages, leave a comment as well to show your support if you are so inclined to get private readings. You can check out the description box as well as become a member. There are certain readings on the as a member that are obviously exclusive to members. Let's find out what the energy is. Let's find out who is in the chat too. All right, Sag. Why isn't this? Let's see who is in the live today. Let's get the overall energy regarding your energy. What is going on? What's the overall energy? Thank you for hitting the like button, guys. As you come in, I appreciate that. I really do. Sweet talk. I don't know. It looks like somebody was being charmed. It looks like someone was being charmed. Yeah. Let me make sure that everything is clear. Sag. Someone was being charmed, right? Someone was being sweet talk. Better. All right. All right, Sag. Somebody was being charmed to be this heroic person, right? Oh, yeah. That's why their heart was broken. So, Spirit is advising that you don't allow yourself to fall into the same trap. Up. You, boss, confident, courageous, career focused. See, Spirit is advising that you allow yourself to be logical, clear on your thinking, being truthful to yourself. Because right now, a lot of you guys are focused on your business, on your money, on your opportunities. Career focus is where a lot of you guys are at. Let's see. Doesn't it show up? Yeah, a lot of you guys are definitely with things that service you is where your mind is at. Is there any other energy out here? But somebody, there could be a situation where somebody wants to do something to you. Somebody allowed themselves to be outwitted, taken advantage of, a wish. So there's somebody who wishes they could do the same thing to you. But if you're smart, you'd learn a lesson from this person. See, this person allowed themselves to get bamboozled. This is why they're fake busy. This is why they have these mood swings on and off, detached. This is because this person was ghosted. Yeah. They were ghosted. This person is a twin flame of yours who's pretending to be busy. See, because you're actually a boss and you're busy, booked and busy. Saggies are booked and busy, right? This person is not. This person has secret accounts. This is why they are effed up over you. They can't get over it. See, the reason why they can't get over it is because they're drowning in memories of a connection with you and them. Okay. You can't stop how a person thinks about you, but you can control what you do when it comes to Lessons, Sag. Lessons, cycles, repeating them, going around with someone, fulfilling someone's wish to connect to you because of who you are. Because it appears that this person was with a Queen of Wands in reverse. Very naughty, nasty, malicious, dark, sinister little witch who this person went on the prowl. Oh, they went on the prowl, guys. Oh, yeah. This person took all kind of chances and opportunities to be with this trick. Oh, yeah. They did some of everything for this trick. Things they wouldn't do for you. Oh, yeah. This person wanted to be this heroic, brave individual. So that says that this person was with someone that was down and out, busted, broken, disgusted. Somebody who needed their help, who really used their charm and their magic, dark magic, to persuade this person to come near. However, it wasn't like this dark witch had to do a whole lot to get them to come to them. It wasn't much. She didn't have to twist their arm too hard. All she had to do is show a little thigh, show a little leg, give a little kiss on the cheek. I don't know, pet them on the head like a little puppy dog. Yeah. Show them that they really mattered in the world, especially to her. They made this person feel like their life would be just so filled with passion and all this type of ongoing, connections. They juiced this person up. 2211. They juiced them up, man. This person came in with the thunder. Oh, yeah, they came in with the thunder. Only to realize that they were being sweet-talked. Yeah, it was a con. Because the Queen of Wands is very cunning, very deceptive, malicious, jealous, bitter, a bitch, bad mouths people. She taunts people. She's a real piece of work. And this is who this person ran to the rescue for. A jealous, insecure, I was about to say the word, but I didn't. Yeah, that's who they ran off to save. Because this Ten of Swords is what this person realized about this Queen of Wands. See, this Queen of Wands was down and out. Something happened to her. Something happened to this trick. Because everything around her is destroyed. Everything around her just decays. Everything around her just dies. Everything around her just releases. She just released so much pain. She causes pain, sadness, ill health. That's what she gives off. Now, her being with that Three of Swords in reverse, that's her having something going on with her diseased body. So she's all nasty, mean, calculating, very destructive, hardcore, a heartbreaker. And she purposely does this. She's the type of person that refused to let anything go. Because, see, she was on this mission to prove to herself, with her low self-esteem and low self-worth, she had to prove something to herself. That she could take, or not only take, but she can manipulate this person to walk away from somebody that was a Queen of Pentacles and an Empress. Somebody that things grow around them. somebody that believes in having a balanced, healthy, holistic life. No, they chose this. They chose the sex, the drugs, the addictions with the Queen of Wands in reverse. So these are their options, okay? They decided, I don't want, nah. Sag is way too clean for me. Remember, Sag is way too clean and focused and all about their health kick and talking about checking out organic products. Y'all know, shoptkdeals.com/Truth Goddess Tarot, the number 10. See, this is a lot of you guys. Even though a lot of you guys have hesitated to embrace this, this is about your life, your livelihood, your inner and exterior body that you're in, helping to keep your engine to flow, right? This is why I talk about these products, because they're organic and they're healthy and they're natural. Now, this person chose someone who didn't believe or even care about their health. No, this is what they cared about. And this person was all for it because they came in, like I said, with the thunder, with the Knight of Wands. They was all ready to get down and dirty. What I mean by that, they had memories of this person. This person brought back a time when those two were out there hustling together, bad credit together, unemployment together, in debt. See, this is something that this person, this Queen of Wands, knew that she could put a spell on this person. See, spells are words, you know. She put a love spell on this person. Yeah, she made this person think that, you know, come and get it with a GPS. Come and get it. And they went for it. They went for it. They thought that they had gotten her, you know, pregnant. Because the Queen of Wands in reverse can be someone with fertility issues too. So they went with it, believing that she was expecting, because they were hot and heavy. You know, they had addictions to drugs and all of these things that they were under this spell. She put a spell on them, all right, with illnesses that they can't get rid of, things that they don't even would ever mention to you. See, you are too clean for this person, downright too moralistic, optimistic, confident, successful, beautiful, inside and out. You are much too clean for this person. I mean, they like getting in the dirt. They like getting in the mud. They like being with people that are just so downright cunning, conning, hypocritical. People that spend time having ill will feelings toward people that are totally different from them. I imagine this Queen of Wands feels this way about you. I imagine this Queen of Wands doesn't like you, whether you know it or not. See, because of the other readings I've done, that's why I tell y'all you have to watch all of my readings, because there's a story in each reading. She doesn't like you guys. This is why this person entered this person's life, this Knight of Wands that you guys knew. She only did it to spoil this person's connection with you. Well, first and foremost, she figured she could kill two birds with one stone, meaning I would go after the boss, which was you. Therefore, I could distract this person by telling them that, You know what? I'd like to go another round. I wish you and I could make a baby together. I wish we could have a business together. I wish we could start all over again. Now remember, this is something they've already done with this person. They've been with her before. This is nothing new. This is a same dirty old pony that they've been riding for years. Even before you guys came into the picture. This is a connection they've had with this person. This is why it's karmic. Because they didn't learn their lesson, okay? When you don't learn your lesson, you get judgment called on you, okay? That means somebody who refused to be awakened by something that they already know the answers to. They're already locked inside of this person. Just like answers and things are locked inside of you. They knew this hoe wasn't going to be nothing but what she always was. A backstabbing, bad mouth speaking, dirty, disgusting, jealous, envious, rotten trick. But they went anyway. And you know, I could go on and on about this person, the way this person ran off and ghosted some of you guys. Some of you guys may have left this person, but they set it up so that this person would not waste time to get with this Queen of Wands in reverse, only to realize that it was all just a plan of hers to prove to herself that she could do what she thought you couldn't do, which was be a dirty, rotten, low-down trick, which you don't want to be because you're a boss. She's jealous of you. Matter of fact, so is the person that you were with. These people are not career focused at all. They spend time doing things that really takes very little emotion. They're very low vibrational. They don't spend time trying to learn who they are. Really, they're very flighty. They're inconsistent. They're wicked. And they really hate on people like you. So this Ten of Swords is showing me that this Queen of Wands has some problems. She has some problems. See that? Her ass was probably laid up somewhere on her deathbed. Something was wrong with this hoe. Yeah. And yeah, see, she on her way trying to recover. She's trying to get herself together. But this fool right here, this knight, ran into the rescue. Oh, I'll save her. I'll save her. I'll save her from herself. Because you know what? I got love to give. I got love to give. I got love to give. And you know what? They gave it to her. They ran in on their little horse. Knight of Wands. Ran in to rescue her. Well, what they didn't realize is that there was someone else that they should have been paying more attention to. They forgot about you. The Two of Wands, they were thinking about, man, I know Sag is a good person. They'd never tell you that because they were envious, jealous of you. But they knew that I could go back to the past. It's okay. I think some of you guys, listen, it appears, now this is not for everybody. You have to take what resonates with you. I think for this person, I don't know if this was a new love for you, but this was somebody you had connections with in the past life. This person is a karmic of yours, just the same. These players are the same people that you were with in a past life. Everybody is playing the same role, different lifetimes. Because you're always a chosen. You're always the one that is gifted, that's loving, down nature, down to earth, beautiful, kind-hearted, wise, intelligent, gifted, career focused, a boss, a leader, understanding, patient, right? Compassionate. Those are things and qualities that not everybody can embrace. And this person couldn't embrace this. This is another shot they had to try to get it right this lifetime with you. but they chose not to. See, this is something that they've done. I'm telling y'all, y'all have had this lesson. This time you've learned. A lot of you guys have learned a lesson this lifetime to move on. This person was wishing that they could have maybe had a pregnancy with some of you guys. But what they realized that this person was just doing this. It was a karmic mission that this Queen of Wands was on. It's a lover, Gemini. Yeah. So this is the thing. Fertility, here it is. Fertility issues. Telling you. Fertility issues, got stabbed in the back with this person. While you were loyal, trustworthy, calming, sincere, secure, 3322. Somebody that really was on the right path. 818. That's where you're at. That's where you're going. You're empowered, right? Positivity. This is who you are. Everything got this 3322. That is definitely a confirmation. And number 5, you were here to help change this person, to have a broader perspective of what life really should and really what it's supposed to appear when it comes to somebody just showing a certain kind of compassion. And it doesn't always have to be love. This person was obsessed. And this is why she did spell work on that person. It doesn't let them off the hook, mind you, at all. Some of these, they were on, which allowed them to lack emotional empathy. See, when you're on this stuff or any kind of substance, you lack empathy. Total opposite from you. So when you are dark and you're deceitful and you are somebody that's dealing with bench warrants, arrest, those things slow you down. So they were two of the same coin. So this is why this person took action. They took action to move forward with this other connection. But ultimately, what they received in return was a beatdown from a bully. I believe this Knight of Wands was a bully too. Like I said, they were two of the same kind. They got bullied. They got treated like straight garbage by this person. And this is who this person uplifted. The person that you knew, that you were in a connection with, they uplifted this Queen of Wands in reverse, which means they gave her the utmost respect. Somebody who had arrest warrants, bench warrants, somebody that was down and dirty, somebody that may have carried weapons of some sort. This obsession with this connection is why this person continued to go around and around. However, they never learned the lesson that this trick had for them was to use the pregnancy card. That's like the oldest trick in the book. But this person was obsessed with this whole thing. They looked at this person as the total package. They were downright dirty like the person that you knew. So in other words, they didn't have to hide the real person, the real entity that they are. The person that you were in a connection with could feel comfortable with this type of energy. You guys are literally yin and yang. The light and the dark, the darkness and the light. It was that kind of energy. This person couldn't really reveal their true self around you guys. They couldn't afford to allow you to see that they were really this rotten individual. I mean, rotten to the core. Because to be excited with this type of energy says a lot about you. So they could speak freely. They could do a lot of the sadomasochist type of stuff that they had going on with this person. And this Queen of Wands knew this was what it would take to get this person in her clutches. Because the person that you were in a connection with is comfortable with that lifestyle. See, this here being all focused on your career and all of that kind of stuff, that shit bores them. until they need money, until they need a place to stay, until they need somebody and a shoulder to cry on, because they know that you're very empathetic. Remember, they lack empathy, emotional stability. They're just obsessed with the darkness and the dark side of life. And they're obsessed with it. That's why it was kind of easy to draw this person back into her clutches, thus leaving you with a knife stabbed in your back, and this person being drawn in by spells put on by this Queen of Wands. Now this person is feeling the blues. They're alone, they're lonely, and they are lost in a puddle of pity. That's why a lot of the times I will say to you guys, don't feel sorry for these people. I started off my channel saying that. I've never changed. I've never changed. Go back and look at Truth Goddess Tarot 777. I'm the same. Go back. Go back. Go look at my first couple of videos, because I read very well energy. And I've always said, never feel sorry for this person. Never. Put your energy into yourself. This was an able-bodied individual who chose to realign themselves with the energy that they were so familiar with and comfortable with that they felt like a fish out of water when they were around you. But with this Queen of Wands in reverse, they were right at home. So you have to allow yourself to slow down when it comes to this ex-lover, because they are someone who always carries addictions right in their back pocket. They always will be attracted to those that are unlawful, people that plan on hurting others, people that work the room to try to cause heartbreak. See, but it looks like the path this person took, they're basically trying to recover from this Queen of Wands. Because this Ten of Swords is near death. The Ten of Swords really, in this position, it really is somebody that feels cursed. They really felt like they had reached a dead end when it came to trying to please this person. They were trying to please an entity like themselves. Kind of weird, but that's what they were trying. They were willing to give and lay down their life for this person. I'm telling y'all, this person felt that close to this Queen of Wands in reverse, that deep to her, where they had gotten to the point of exhaustion. So when you're talking about a Queen of Wands, somebody that's very dark and malicious and evil, they don't really have true emotions, just like the person that you were in a connection with. They didn't have emotions. So she was just like using a whip on this person. I mean, physically and also figuratively as well. Very unfaithful. I mean, this person, and she has fertility issues. That's why it was fake. Because she has, I said that, Queen of Wands has fertility issues. She is somebody that's a troublemaker. She's very cunning. And she's manipulative. So everything that she was doing, it was for a cause. And again, it goes back to you. 29 and 30, 30. Oh, wow. It goes back, it comes back to you. I don't know if this Queen of Wands saw you or this person talked about you, but based on the readings, I think she physically saw you. And I know that she was threatened by you. I know this Queen of Wands saw you. I believe this Queen of Wands is somebody that was competing. That's why she came in to devastate the connection between you and that person. This person allowed it to happen. Remember, they went into a connection with someone they were familiar with. So it wasn't like she came in with a mask. She had a slight mask, but she still ultimately was the same dirty little rotten malicious, calculating, burnt out trick who had fertility issues. So this person assumed that things would be different. She's somebody, I'm telling you, she has a record, she has addictions, she's somebody that sleeps around with multiple lovers, she's been in jail, she's been arrested. I mean, she just does some of every rotten thing you could possibly literally think of. She's on drugs, and she just doesn't give a damn. Okay, she just doesn't care. And the person that you were with, they're the same way. They're just in a masculine energy. The Queen of Wands is somebody that looks out for herself, very selfish, a bully, a busybody. So she thought to herself, well, I could come in here and shake up the room a little bit and have this fool believing that I could give him a baby. Nah, she couldn't. She had fertility issues. And so it says that they've done this before. So they've had this little cycle with this crazy woman over and over again, and they keep repeating. Like, there's clearly something wrong with this person. Mentally, unwounded, unhealed, and they're just not the brightest bulb in the room. The light just does not go off with this night at all. It just does. That's why she was able to do what she was doing. She had bad debt. She sweet talked this person. She didn't have any money. She was heartbroken. Who knows? She had something going on, but nothing grows around her like it does you. This is why this person is obsessed with you. I feel like she's obsessed. She's obsessed with you too. Whoa, another live. Love what you do. Thank you. Appreciate you. So there's a lot of obsession here and envy and jealousy when it comes to this Queen of Wands. Her game plan was to create memories around this person. So this would also feels like the connection between you and her, or you and the person that you were in a connection with, your memories or the time frame may not have been as long as with this Queen of Wands. It could have been for some of you, but for a lot of you, it doesn't seem like it was, because she was able to sweet talk this person with the same story over and over. Now they're out here trying to do side jobs, side hustles. Like, they did extra stuff to impress this witch. She's a dark witch. And this person is now trying to recover from all of this, just overdoing it for this person. This entity is what she is. I mean, they've just done so much. This is a troublemaker. This is what I'm telling you. Troublemaker, which means she only came into the scene was to cause problems. So in other words, the person that you were in a connection with, they're not a saint at all. They're not a good person, because you match energy. So they're not a good person. But this person, once the person that you knew was kind of in a connection with someone, especially somebody like you, once they saw you, oh shit, this Queen of Wands had to come in there and cause all kind of havoc. This person fell for it, and hook, line, and sink got this person in a position where when they were with you, it was more of a balanced energy. When they're with that person, it's always cold, ratchet, and it lacks any kind of emotional empathy. It's just not there. They're on drugs together. They're just doing all kind of stuff. So, you know, people that are broken, they like company like that. They like people that mirror them. This is why this person you were in, they were attracted to this Queen of Wands, because really deep down, this is who they are. I don't believe this person could show all on everything to you guys. Maybe in this lifetime, I'm sure he or she did. But overall, being around you still is more of a blessing than not. But they chose the path that they felt less resistant, because there's things that this Queen of Wands would do that maybe you wouldn't do. If you're a chosen seed, there's things that you have you have respect for yourself. You can't really be easily manipulated unless you're new to the journey. But you guys have done this stuff with this person before. This Queen of Wands is envious of you guys. I'm telling y'all. And this person is awakening to that. These are things that they are seeing now, that they are trying to recover from this exhausted breakup with this person. They're not together at all. But they lost the biggest treasure that they'll ever, they'll never meet another empress again. They won't. That's a gift to meet the empress. See, manifestations. They'll never be able to manifest you back into their life again. So they allowed themselves to be sweet talk. And she was a fire sign. A Aries, Leo, or Sag. Yep. And they went out on dates. And they'll be back. So she knew this person was going to be back. She knew that she could get this person to come back. So in other words, this person, and to commit. She knew that this person would be easily return to her and commit to her. They may have gotten married for some of these people. They may have gotten married. See, they took a gamble. They were talking to this person. They took a gamble to believe that the challenges of not having a child with this person was worth it. And they did. They had a new beginning to be inspired to ignore the connection with the chosen empress or emperor, to be with a narcissist that was just like them. So they got what they deserved. Spirit is telling you guys to move on. Right? Move on. Stay focused on your business. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Move on from this person. They could be that sign. Be patient with yourself. Know that this person is dealing with health issues. Spirit is saying, follow your intuition and give it time. If you are in a connection with this person wants you to open your heart because they want to spin the block with you. A lot of you guys have healed from this energy. A lot of you guys have. I'm going to close this reading, but I thank you guys for coming in. The energy is about this Queen of Wands using this person to get back at you. That's all it was. Spirit also wanted to see if this person would ever acquire a little heart, which serendipitously, it would never happen because they just don't have it in them. They don't have a little heart. They don't. And that Queen of Wands knew it. The minute that Queen of Wands saw y'all physically, that's when she went in for the kill. And the same for the men. Soulmate. I think they thought that was their soulmate because they had so much in common. Spirit is telling you to focus on a new life because this is the message in the bottle. That you have a higher power that is ready to come in, who you can co-create with. That is the reading, Sag. Thank you guys for stopping by. Remember to hit the like button. Don't forget to check out shoptkdeals.com/Truth Goddess Tarot, the number 10. Thank you again, guys. Bye.